Hey, welcome back to the channel. I am really glad you're here. Welcome to the first snowfall of 2025 and my first video of 2025. We were supposed to get initially like 11 inches of snow. They were saying 8 to 11 inches. You know, as time goes on, they're like, well, maybe 4 to 8 inches. And I think right now we're at about 2.5 inches, and it kind of has the feeling that it's stopping. So I don't know if it's going to really start again later or not, but a couple inches on the ground, and that's okay because it's just beautiful. And I love the quiet when you first come out, and the snow is just such great insulation from the noise, and it's just beautiful. I also want to sincerely thank you for your messages and your prayers regarding the loss of our daughter, Elizabeth. It has been a tough time, tough holiday. That was December 20th, and now we're at January 6th. So time is marching on, and we just can't thank you enough for your honest and sincere condolences. So I've got the B2601 set up with the edge tamers. I want to push the snow off this driveway just to get it cleaned up a little bit. And, you know, that's about it. Not much else. Well, actually, I'll show you a couple things here. This is fun. I picked this up the other day. Here's a fun addition to the farm. It's a little 2002 Ford Ranger. I've been looking for one of these because, you know, I complained that the F-150 is so stinking high, and it's a pain in the neck to work out of. You know, we have to take our trash to the dump here because we don't have trash pickup. And it's such a pain. The F-150 sits about this high, and you can't reach over the edge. So I thought a little range would be great for a farm truck. You can easily load things in it and not worry about it too much. Two-wheel drive, 2.3 liter 4-cylinder, even has a manual transmission, which is kind of fun. So that's the new addition to the farm, and it runs great, 189,000 miles, and it does need a few things. So I'll be working on those. Right now it has temperature gauge doesn't work, so I guess it's a sending unit, but it also doesn't really get very warm, so it might be a thermostat. And what I'm learning is they say these trucks are easy to work on, but I'm not finding a lot of information about the sending unit. Some say it's got 2 sending units. It's got a cylinder head temperature unit. Then the thermostat is like at the bottom of the engine instead of usually where it's up on top, which is where the lower hose goes in. So maybe it'll be easy when I dig into it. But right now it's kind of just doesn't look like a fun project, but it'll be something to work on. Anyway, let's get that tractor going. Hey, Irma. You want some stale bread? I bet you'll like that. It's down there. It fell down there. Down here. It's right there. So these totes are working out great for the firewood with that lid that we put on there like that. It keeps it nice and dry. And I even took the tractor and my pallet forks, and I just placed one by the back door, right up on the deck here. So now we can walk right out the back door, grab some firewood, bring it right inside. Over here, this is the first winter with the carport, and it's keeping everything relatively dry. There is 10 tons of stone that I just picked up the other day. Well, I didn't pick it up, I ordered it. So I've got some stone here to spread out and to use around the property. And then again, the carport here, we've got everything as best we can, parked under cover. So it doesn't keep everything off, but it definitely makes things a lot nicer than being out in the open. You can see here I've got the 3 edge tamers on my bucket, 1 on each end, 1 in the middle, and then of course underneath they have the kind of the ski bottom, which keeps your bucket from digging in. So that's really handy for pushing snow. Look at the nice job that those edge tamers do on the bucket. We've taken the snow down to the top of the stones, and without tearing up the stones, it's left just a slight layer of snow, which is, I think, actually good for traction. But it didn't tear up the stones at all, so it does a really nice job. There are a couple techniques that make using these edge tamers handy for pushing snow. First of all, I level the bucket, and then I use the float function, so that way the bucket can kind of follow the contour of the ground. So level and float. But then I found that even in that function, my steering is not very consistent because the tractor is still light in the front having that float function on. So I disconnected or unmarried my right and my left brakes. So I'm using right and left brake steering to kind of guide me back. If the tractor starts to drift off, I can tap that brake and pull it back in, either right or left. So that's not something I use very often, but in this situation, it's working really well. Oh, and it might go without saying, but I'll say it anyway. I'm using four-wheel drive all the time in the snow. So there's the results using the edge tamers on about 2.5, 3 inches of snow. You can see it's nice and packed. Here is the bottom of the edge tamer, sort of that ski bottom, so it helps that bucket just kind of ride with the ground. And we're good to go. This looks really nice, and I'm really happy with it. Hey, by the way, if you are interested in learning more about edge tamers, make sure you go to R2 Manufacturing, the website. I think it's r2manufacturing.com. That is Rob and Ryan. They are the inventors, the originators, the manufacturers of edge tamers. There are some knockoffs out there, and quite frankly, they're just stealing from these two great guys from R2 Manufacturing. American-made product. Support them if you can. Go check them out. So, thanks again for watching. This was my first attempt at getting back at regular content. And one more time, I can't thank you enough for the outpouring of love and support that we have received as a family. And know that even though I have not answered a lot of comments, and I just can't, it's a bit overwhelming, know that your words matter and that they are very much appreciated. I want to share one brief little example with you here. I'm in a text thread with a group of folks that I met at the Equip Expo. Some I knew already, some are new friends, but meeting in person, we've become a bit bonded. So we've got this text thread going of fellow content creators. And today I sent a link to Lizzie's obituary. And I just wanted to share it with the folks in that thread. And I made a comment saying, I don't mean to bring the group down, but I wanted to share this. And one of the people in that thread is our friend Joe the Farmer, from Joe the Farmer YouTube channel. And Joe said something really profound. He said, you're not bringing us down, you're bringing us closer. And it was just like, wow, that was really very profound in the moment. So know that your words matter. And thank you, Joe, and thank you so many others out there, all of you. I'm not pointing out one particular person, but that was pretty profound, Joe, so thank you for that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you'll come back. You'll subscribe to the channel if you've not yet subscribed on YouTube, or followed on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. And again, as always, I really look forward to seeing you next time.